everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwa and I hope this video finds you well. If you are new to this place, please consider subscribing, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I truly, honestly, really appreciate every single support. So before I get to the video of the day, I would like to announce that I'm now an affiliate on JOMASHOP on their CJ program. So this means there's a link in the description. Whenever you tap on it and you buy something from JOMASHOP, I get a small commission. It is not going to affect the price of anything that you buy. The prices of the products are already heavily discounted, and me getting the commission is not going to affect or increase the price of any products that you get from them. It means if you use my link, I'm going to get a small commission, and if I'm able to realize any money out of this commission, I guess put it back in my channel, make it much better. So help me out if you are based in America, because JOMASHOP is based in America. They have I think it's based in New York. Whenever I travel to America, I buy things from them. It's an online retail shop, one of the biggest. I've never had any challenge buying from them. Whenever I buy, I get them delivered on time, no scratch, nothing. I always get my parcels intact and delivered to my house safely. So I would highly recommend them, and I think moving forward I'll be putting the link in every video that I do, so you can always go to my description and then tap on it and buy anything that you want, from fragrances to jewelry to bags, all designer niche Middle Eastern fragrances you can find on JOMASHOP, especially the latest ones. So that is it. I'm so happy to be part of the CJ program for JOMASHOP, and I hope other doors also open for me. So let's get to the business of the day, which is going to be my entire Paris Corner collection. I have quite a few of them here. I would say a few because they are less than 30, but I'll just quickly go through them. I have full bottles and some samples or decants, and honestly, Paris Corner, where have you been? I know you've been around, I've dabbled, here and there, Paris Corner here and there. My attention was on other houses, but nowadays, Paris Corner, you are killing it. Thank you. You're giving us amazing products, and I just wanted to highlight the house more because they're giving me something, worth my money. I buy all of these products actually myself. So if I'm buying something, I want my money's worth, and Paris Corner is actually giving me my money's worth. So I have quite a number of them, and I'll just quickly start with the very first one. And I think I'm going to start with the one that I got, my very first Paris Corner fragrance, and that is going to be Charuto Tobacco Vanille by Pandora Scent Paris Corner. It was quite new on the market when I got this one about 3 years ago, and I immediately fell in love with it. It's a dupe for Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, a very great dupe. It's even much more spicier than the original version, but you cannot complain because I love my spicy oriental style Middle Eastern fragrances, and that is the touch that Paris Corner did, gave this particular fragrance. It's a very beautiful interpretation of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. I love this one, I love it, plus the spice, the extra spicy touch it has to it. It is beautiful. I think this is my second bottle. I remember about 3 years ago, I had traveled to America. I didn't take my bottle along. I missed it so much that I had to get another bottle of this one to use for the period until I go back to Ghana and had to continue with my original bottle. So after that trip, I gave the second bottle that I purchased, I gave it to someone, because the person wanted it, and I gave it to the person. And I've had the original bottle that I've been cherishing for some time. So that is the very first fragrance from Paris Corner that I ever got, and that is going to be Tobacco Vanille, Charuto Tobacco Vanille, not the original Tobacco Vanille. So the next fragrance I got from Paris Corner is going to be a Jean. This is supposed to be a dupe for Alien, the EDP. I have this one. I have Alien, the original, but that one is the EDT. They are quite similar, but this one gives me like 100% accurate dupe of the EDP. The only thing is that it doesn't last. It has the same DNA. It gives you Alien, like the scent or the smell. It gives you Alien. As soon as you spray it, you know that you are spraying Alien. However, it doesn't have the lasting power. That is the only downside to this one, but it's a very beautiful one. I love it. I've used this one quite a lot. I think I'm left with just a little, a little here. I'm not looking forward to finishing this bottle because I'm not ready to buy a full bottle. Although if I have to buy a full bottle, I love this one enough to get me a full bottle. So this is going to be a Dean. I think the next one I bought after that is going to be this particular one, which is Killer Oud Sunrise. This one, it is a masculine leaning fragrance, but I find it's very unisex, you know, to me, because of that citrusy sort of, you know, citrusy sort of blue effervescent vibe it has. You know, I'm not too sure of the notes in this one, you know, but it's a very great fragrance for men, you know, for the summertime, as the name implies, sunrise. And I think it's duping Amouage Sunshine Man, which is supposed to be, you know, a happy sort of, you know, masculine sense for the summertime, and that is the vibe that this one gives me. So I think it was a third bottle of a Paris Corner, you know, bottle of fragrance I ever got, and I absolutely love this one. Even for me, I enjoy it, you know, and I enjoy it so much better on men, you know. And before I continue, let me just say this. I forgot to tell you about my earring. This is also from Ajele Jewelry. She's locally based. I got a few earrings from her, and she gave this one to me for free. Honestly, I love them. They are so unique. They give you, you know, it's like that is the only statement piece you need. You don't need anything, and that is the reason why I don't even I'm not even putting on any wig. I guess for like this earring, you know, they are statements on their own. You don't need anything to compete with them. So I will link her in the description for you to check her out. She's based here in Ghana, but she ships, you know, worldwide. So if you are interested, kindly check her out. Her pieces are amazing. The next fragrance I got after these ones is going to be La Nuit Pandora. Obviously a dupe for La Nuit Tresor by Lancome. And this one is so beautiful. It is simple, quite delicate. It's not as strong as the OG version. Honestly, it doesn't give me that potency, that strength that the OG, you know, version has. It's like a slightly watered down version, but it has the same DNA. I prefer this over Modex D'Eau. I have Modex D'Eau in my collection, and honestly, I prefer this one over Modex D'Eau because this one has that exact La Nuit Tresor DNA, whilst Modex D'Eau is quite a hybrid, I believe, you know. This one is quite smoother. There is something about this that I sort of much prefer over Modex D'Eau. Nonetheless, you know, Modex D'Eau is a very beautiful fragrance, you know, but I think this one is much more accurate when it comes to being a La Nuit Tresor dupe. So this is going to be La Nuit Pandora from Paris Corner. I think after that fragrance, I believe strongly that I got Vibrant Vetiver Delight, which is an apparent dupe of Barbados Bal d'Afrique. I have not tried Bal d'Afrique, so I wouldn't know, but I understand it's quite an accurate dupe. This is so beautiful. One of the most refreshing fragrances I have ever come across. You know, that sort of, you know, lime sort of, you know, mojito, you know, something refreshing by the beach, by the poolside. It gives you that sort of, you know, calming, refreshing, like something that you would want to drink, something that is supposed to cool you down. It gives me that sort of vibes, you know. I got it about a year ago. I loved it, and I still love this fragrance. I would highly recommend this for a spring summer sort of, you know, day. It is nothing complicated. It doesn't give me anything sexy, but it gives me very clean, very polished, very sophisticated, very simple yet elevated and elegant, you know. And that is what Vibrant Vetiver Delight by it's a part of the Emir series, you know. That is what it gives me. It's a very excellent fragrance. I think it's quite unisex, you know, although I think it's quite unisex. I didn't say although it links. No, it doesn't link any, you know, side to me. It's very, very unisex in my opinion. So this is Vibrant Vetiver Delight. I believe the next one I picked after Emir Vibrant Vetiver Delight was or is Rose Addict by Pandora Scent. This is obviously a dupe for Tom Ford Rose Prick. It gives me almost an identical DNA, just that this one is slightly earthier than the OG version, you know, and obviously the OG version is lots more smoother, you know. To me, honestly, I would go for the Maison Alhambra, you know, range of Tom Ford dupes, you know, because I think they are quite much more better than any other dupe, you know, that I have come across. So although I would recommend this one, if you find a Maison Alhambra line of those Tom Ford dupes, I would say go for that one over Rose Addict. Nonetheless, a very beautiful interpretation with their own twist. That is how I can simply describe this one. I think the next one that I picked after this is going to be coffee, Eternal Coffee. You know, I got this one and then Eternal Max almost at the same time. I'm not too sure whether I picked them at the same time or I picked one before the other, but I think I got this one. If I didn't pick them at the same time, I think I got this one before I got this. I think I got this one. Yes, I got this one, and a few weeks later I picked this one up, you know. And this is supposed to be a sort of, you know, the same vibes as Al Rehab's French coffee. It gives you the same sort of latte, sort of milky, coconutty coffee, you know, vibes. A very beautiful, realistic coffee scent. To me, it's a great alternative to French coffee. If you cannot find it anywhere, you come across Eternal Musk, I think you can, you know, you can easily replace that one, although I sort of prefer that a little over this one. So this is going to be Eternal Coffee by Paris Corner. And I think I'm going to go, the next one I picked was Eternal Musk. And this one, everybody knows, if you have been on this channel for any amount of time, or if you followed me for about at least 6 months, you know that this is one of my favorite fragrances of all time, Eternal Musk. Honestly, I have no idea what this fragrance is supposed to dupe, or if it's duping anything at all. You know, from what I know, it's a very sort of, you know, simple, musky, creamy, a little lactonic, a little gourmand. It gives me that creamy, musky, sort of, you know, sexy, or even sensual. I wouldn't call it sexy, but to me, it's one of the most sensual fragrances I have come across. It's one of the best from Paris Corner I have come across and I own. This is my second bottle of Eternal Musk. Honestly, I think my first bottle, I featured it in a video I did around November, December last year, where my perfume empties. I have an empties video. If you have not seen it, I'll link it. And this one was empty. I got this one, and in less than 4 months, I had emptied this particular fragrance. You know, it is very beautiful, very sensual, simple. One of the best musky or musk fragrances I have ever come across, and that is going to be Eternal Musk by Paris Corner. And I think the next one that I got after that is going to be Celestial by Paris Corner as part of their Emir line. It is apparently a dupe for Ganymede. I have not come across the original version, so I'll not be able to speak to that. However, this gives me something very sophisticated, very polished. It is marketed towards men, but I find it's very unisex. To me, this is one of those unique fragrances, you know, it's not for everyone. It's quite, you know, on the niche sort of vibes. It gives you something that is not like easily understood. It gives me something like those mineral-like mountain air sort of, you know, vibes, like metallic sort of vibes, you know, that metallic nuance you find in, let's say, Adjoad, the original Adjoad, Tom Ford's Metallic, you know, that sort of metallic or metallic vibes or mineral vibes. It gives me that, you know. People will also refer to it as that mountain air vibes. That is what this one basically gives me. I love this one and I would highly recommend it. I think the next Paris Corner fragrance I picked were quite a bunch. I picked them at the same time, and I would like to talk about Mango Punch. You know, this one I have a fully dedicated video to it. If you have not seen it, I will link it to the description. This is supposed to be a dupe for Wilhelm's Mango Skin, a very good dupe, like 95% accurate dupe. I love this one. A very sweet mango, like very ripe mango with some heavy musk at the base. You know, it is nothing offensive. A great summer scent, a great simple scent. I think it's quite unisex, you know, to me, although because it's mango, maybe some men will be turned off by that, but I don't know. This one to me is a very unisex fragrance. I love this one, you know. I would highly recommend it. If you love mango scents and you love Ajaib Dubai by Latafa, I think you're going to find this one, you know, quite delightful as well. So this is going to be Mango Punch that I picked with other fragrances that I'm coming to talk about next. So I'm going to talk about a fragrance. A lot of people might disagree with me, and I don't know how people feel, you know, because this fragrance has been hyped up. It looks like it's on a lot of people's list, you know, favorite list. I like the original version. It's okay. The dupe is also an accurate dupe, and you know, ever since I got this fragrance, I had the intention of doing like a full dedicated video, and I have not done this video yet, simply because I've not been enthused. There's nothing, you know, motivating me to really do this video for Care Pistachio. Honestly, I know a lot of people love Care Pistachio. I like it, but I don't really get it. Even the original, honestly, the original KLE version, it's okay to me. So I wouldn't say Paris Corner did a bad job with this. They did quite a good job with this. I find this even much more creamier than the OG version. I have a 2 ml here, you know, that I've been trying, the KLE sample set that I've been trying them, you know, and I think Paris Corner did a great job. However, this whole scent profile DNA, it's not me, you know. I get it. I get a reason why people would love it. Pistachio, gelato, ice cream sort of vibes. I don't really get that, honestly. All I get is a soapy green fragrance, basically, you know, and that is probably the reason why I've not been super excited to do a dedicated video for this fragrance, and hopefully I'll put myself together to do that video. But Care Pistachio by Paris Corner is a great fragrance, a great dupe, a great interpretation. My problem is that maybe it's my own problem, you know. Everybody might be right, I'm wrong, you know. I'll take it like that, but I just do not like this fragrance, you know. I just do not like it that much. I will recommend it for people who are into, it's not even too gourmand for me. It's much more soapy, much more green to me than gourmand, you know. So I'm finding it very difficult to say I love it, you know. I'm finding it very difficult to say I love this fragrance, because honestly I do not love it. I like it, I do like it, but I do not love it. So this is going to be Care Pistachio, or yeah, Care Pistachio. And the next one that I picked is going to be in the same sort of boat, you know, December Rose. Honestly, I've spoken, or I've given a full dedicated video to December Vanilla. I picked those at the same time. The only reason why I didn't pick 100 ml of this fragrance is because it didn't really, how do I even put it? I like it, but it is not me. Honestly, I've not tried Fenty's interpretation of Fenty's original version. I've not sampled it before, so I'll not be able to speak to that. However, when I sprayed this, it didn't really wow me. I was like, I don't think this is how Fenty, you know, I don't think that is how it smells like, because from what people have said, it's quite strong, or Fenty is quite strong and polarizing. This one is like very watered down, very simple, and there's nothing wrong with simple, you know, there's nothing wrong with simple at all, but it's not giving me what I perceived in my head as a Fenty fragrance, or Fenty by Fenty. And for that reason, I've not been super enthused to talk about this, although I'll prepare and bring you a full dedicated video. But it has not wowed me. I got a decant, which is, I would say, already macerated, so I wouldn't say okay I needed to let it sit for some time, because the decant is already macerated at the time I got it. So I believe I got a sort of macerated version at that point, and I've had it for like a month now, you know, like a month. So it's also, you know, developed much more, but nothing is pushing me to talk about it, because it didn't wow me, you know. But I think I'll all the same do a dedicated video for this particular one. And the next one here that I got, a 10 ml, is Pear Potion. This is very beautiful. I love Pear Potion, you know. I wish I could get 100 ml, but I feel I do not need 100 ml, simply because I have too many fragrances. It is quite a simple pear scent. I have other pear scents that I equally love, you know. It is 100% or 100 ml worthy bottle to me, but at this time I don't feel the need to add 100 ml to my collection. So that is going to be Pear Potion. And the next 10 ml that I have is going to be the OG Kai, or Kair, Care, or Kai. I prefer this one so much better over the Care Pistachio, honestly. This one apparently is a dupe for Imperial Valley. I have no idea how that fragrance smells, but I understand it's like, you know, a great one. And this one, whatever it is, I like it. I much prefer this over the Care Pistachio, honestly. I could do away with the Care Pistachio, but this, I might not get a full bottle, but I still love this one, you know, over the Care Pistachio. So that is the OG Care by Paris Corner. This next one needs no introduction. It is currently my most worn, my most complimented, my favorite, you know. I can boldly say it's one of my current favorites, or I wouldn't say from Paris Corner, but I would say one of my favorite fragrances ever. And this is going to be December Vanilla. I think it's one of the best fragrances I have picked up for 2024. Even if I consider my collection, my whole collection, which is over 200 bottles, I really love this one. I appreciate how unique it is. I appreciate the potency. It gives me compliments. I wear it all the time. It doesn't need any help. It's one of the best things, you know, that has happened to me in terms of getting a full bottle of a fragrance. And this is going to be December Vanilla. And I think the next one I picked after that is going to be one of my favorite citruses, zesty orange, mandarin, bergamot sort of fragrances ever. And this is going to be Nordstag Quatch or Nordstag the Fourth. I find this very refreshing. To me, I don't even have to layer this with anything, although the lasting power is, you know, a bit lacking. This is a very delicious, realistic orange mandarin, zesty orange peel or the back of orange, you know, sort of vibes. It's very delightful, very happy-go-lucky. You don't need to think about it. It's like an easy reach, an easy grab, a great summer scent. To me, if you love it, you know, you can use it all year round, you know. I love this one, you know. It's one of the best citruses I have ever come across. So that is going to be Nordstag Fourth or Quad by Paris Corner. I'm just showing these fragrances according to how I got it or when I got them, you know, chronologically. The next one that I got is going to be this 3 ml of Noir d'Arabia, which is supposed to be a dupe for Arabian Tonka by Montal. I think I'm the only person who has not tried Arabian Tonka at this point, you know. It's quite a shame that I have not tried that before. I have no idea how it smells. I understand it's a very great fragrance, and from this dupe, honestly, it is a great fragrance. However, it is not a scent profile that I think I'm going to get a full bottle of. Although I like this one, I'll bring you the full detail review of this, but personally, I think I have fragrances which are quite similar to this scent profile. So I will not pick 100 ml of this fragrance. However, I think I'll get another 10 ml of this fragrance because I like it, but they are, the DNA is quite, it's not new on the market. I have things in my collection that I believe are quite comparable to this one. And this one is going to be Noir d'Arabia by Paris Corner. The next one I picked is going to be Caramel Cascade, which is quite a new one, and everybody seems to love it. You know, people say it smells like root beer to them. I don't know what they are smelling. It doesn't smell like root beer to me. This is a very good interpretation of Bianco Latte. I love this one. That caramel, sweet, lactonic, condensed milk sort of vibes. It's a very beautiful one, you know. Everybody deserves to have this one in their collection. If you love that gourmand caramel scent, I would highly recommend this one. I know a lot of people are rushing to get this one, and I would say why not grab it because it's a good one. So this is going to be Caramel Cascade. You know what, for some time now, for about even almost a year now, I've been craving this fragrance. You know, I love Metallic, the OG Metallic. I love that fragrance, and for whatever reason I've been craving it. You know, it's not anything new on the market, but I just wanted to have it in my collection because I've been craving it, and ever since I got this fragrance, I've been wearing it for like non-stop for the past 4 days. Yeah, for the past 4 days I wear this one, you know, every single day because I was craving it. I'm not pregnant, but I was craving it, and I guess for like, I don't know, there's something about it which is very special. A lot of people have spoken about the OG Metallic as being a metallic sort of mineral type fragrance. To me, this is simply a vanilla ice cream, you know, fragrance. That is what it interprets to me. That is what I have always seen the OG version, and this one, you know, is a very good dupe of it. I think I'll do the comparison with the original version because my sister has that bottle, so I'll borrow it and do the comparison. So this is my latest Paris Corner edition. I love it. I was craving it, and I'm so glad, you know, I got this bottle. For whatever reason, I've been craving that sort of, you know, Tom Ford metallic vibes. I've been craving it so much that I had to get the Metallico. I think I sampled the Metallico some time back, but I wasn't ready to get a bottle, you know, until recently. I couldn't, you know, hold, you know, off buying this one anymore, and I had to get the full bottle. So these are the fragrances from Paris Corner that I have. I'm actually looking forward to adding more to my collection, whether full sizes or 10 ml or samples. I want to explore the house because they are really let's say they are my top 2 for now, top 2 Middle Eastern houses for now. So they are among the top 2. I don't know which one is number 1 yet. It could be Paris Corner or the other one, but Paris Corner is really doing it for me now. So if you're interested, you can try some of these fragrances. They are all amazing. I love them all. You know, I wouldn't say don't go for any of these ones. I love them all. So that is all I have for you today, and I hope this video found you well. Please let me know in the comment section if you have any Paris Corner fragrance that you can recommend to me to try, you know. And I also don't want to do a lot of, you know, blind buying. Now I try to explore by testing these fragrances. So if I'm able to test them and I like them, I'll pick them up. But if you have anything in mind, let me know in the comment section and I'll gladly try it if I can find it. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.